All right, so this is the mini bike, and this is a Coleman CT200u EX that's been modified. So my dad bought a mini bike, the CT200X UEX, that was returned to a Tractor Supply. The motor was smoking and whatnot. So we stripped the bike down, and I watched a bunch of other videos on YouTube, and maybe this will help other people. So this is what we did. So we stripped the bike down. We took the storage container, which is a fake gas tank. We took it off the top. Now this bike's not 100% done. I'll do an update video when it is. But we took that off and took the other motor off and took the jack shaft off and all that. Okay. Then, like everybody else, you have your crossbar that goes from here to the other side through here, and then it has a mount for the chain guard. We ground that off with the grinder. Just hit it with a little paint. Okay, then we just made two 1-inch square tubing risers here. I don't know if I can see the other one up under there. This is the other one. Okay, just under the motor. And I got some 2.5-inch long bolts. Put some washers on the bottom. Put some lock washers on top. And then I did a lot of research, and I decided to go with the Predator 212. And this is the 60363 SKU number. It's the Hemi. And they said it was a better motor. It's not as easy to put aftermarket Honda clone parts on, but I figured I'm not going to be doing that, so I didn't. So I got that motor. Now, I also got off of Amazon the Moose. It's like 70 bucks. It's the 30 series torque converter, which pretty much came almost all put together. It was awesome. So now let's go over how we did everything. I broke in the motor, ran it for about a little over 3 hours. Let's see, I changed the plug out from the Chinese plug to an NGK BPR 6ES, and boy, it runs really good with that. Let's see, so broke it, changed the oil, broke it in, changed the oil. Let's see, the torque converter, installing it, the reason you got to put the 1-inch box is to get it high enough here, and then I cut out the cover so the chain won't hit, and it's on good. I put a header pipe on, okay, painted it black after I burned it off. The header pipe wraps around here, and there's your muffler, okay. Let's see, what else did we do? The wiring, the kill switch. So when you get these, they have a low oil shut off because they're not designed to be on mini bikes. They're designed for generators and stuff. So you just cut the wire off here. Just cut it off, and then just unplug the wiring and unscrew the little unit and chunk it. And then you'll be left with one little open port here. You just take your existing wire coming from the mini bike, plug it in here, and put your ground up here where the other ground is. Okay? And that's all you do to wire up your kill switch. See, there's the ground. Okay? And that's it. And that's the kill switch right here. And then I just leave this one on, unless I want somebody to be able to steal it or put it off. Something else I got to mess with. Now here's what I wanted to show y'all, and I couldn't find good videos on this. There's some people showing how to do the throttle linkage on this thing, and I'm going to show you what I did. Now, it took me a while to figure it out. So, the one guy's video, I forgot his name. He sells parts and stuff. He has a website. But this right here, that little waffle washer that's underneath here, take it off. Yes, and that does free it open. Okay, that allows the throttle to come back. When you get throttle, it allows it to come back just like that. See how smooth that is? It comes back. See that? But what he doesn't tell you is when you do that, you get all kind of slop and play, like major, not just like this. I'm talking a lot. So what you do is you take that bottom washer off, and then underneath the main bar, put you another washer to space it up, and then underneath this part, in the little rows right under the nut, put a smaller washer. And if you look right here where my finger is, you see this is notched, and this top piece notches in and holds on to this, keeps everything stable. That top washer under here keeps this locked in place. And then when you do that, and put your throttle cable on this side, not this side, and then when you do that, it keeps everything lined up. See, and it'll let you throttle all the way out, boom, till it touches, right? And you talk about opening up a motor. I mean to tell you. So this thing, I've hit 45 miles an hour on it, and I got too scared of it after that. I believe if you had a long enough straightaway, it might crawl up on up to 50, but it does 45, no problem. The only other thing I'm gonna do to this thing is I'm making a custom seat, and the seat's gonna come up to right here and go right over where these welds are, so I can still get gas in it real easy from the top. So it extends the seat about 8 inches, 9 inches, something like that. And then it's gonna come back, and I'm gonna do a brown marine vinyl, and then wait till it gets here, and whatever color that is, I'm gonna take these fenders off and paint them to match. Adjusted the brakes and all that stuff. But man, this is easy to do, and I'm gonna tell you, with this Predator Hear Me motor, this thing is insane on the power. It just gets it. Oh, and I slime the tires and stuff. But let me just show you. Of course, it's a hot day, you know, it's not in like a cold start or nothing, but I hadn't started it in a while. I got one hand, you have to excuse me. Let me start it. Alright, that was no choke. Didn't choke it, see? And boy, that thing just purr right on up. Now, that's the exhaust. It's louder, but it's not too insane or anything. But it'll get it. So I might do a video later on of riding it, but it's pretty awesome. Well, that's it. Y'all have a good one.